Okay, I swear this is actually a real tutorial, but first I have a joke for you. What is every elf's favorite type of music? Christmas rap.
It's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens. Mom's cooking chicken and collard greens. Rice is stuffing macaroni and cheese. And Santa put gifts under Christmas trees.
And now that's public on the internet forever. You're welcome. Okay, but seriously, speaking of rapping, I'm Becca with the Happy Ever Crafter, and I'm not a rapper, I'm an artist. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to make 3 super easy hand-lettered tags that you can add to your gifts. And as a bonus, I'm actually going to show you how you can fake it if you don't have any tags. By the way, at the end of this video, I'm also giving away a set of my limited edition holiday brush pens. So if you want to get in on that, make sure you watch to the end of the video where I'm going to explain how to enter. Let's jump right in. All right, gift tag number 1 is super simple. All you're going to need for this one is a black monoline pen. Again, this is my Micron 05. You can choose any black monoline pen you want. I have a blue marker. This is a Tombow dual tip blue marker again, and a brush pen. So this is my Tombow Furunosuke. Then of course, you're also going to need a white gift tag. Step number 1 is to draw a big blue circle in the bottom center of your gift tag. Doesn't have to be perfect, don't overthink it, just draw it on there. Step number 2 is to take your brush pen and write your person's name. So I did the name Jen in my example. I'm just gonna do that one again. If your name is longer, you can make it a lot smaller, obviously. Just make it fit however you like in your own style here. And because I'm using quite a fine brush pen, I'm going to go over these lines again and thicken them up a little bit so they pop more on my page. You could also just use a thicker brush pen right off the bat if you wanted to, or you can leave it thin if that's what you prefer. All right, once you're happy with your lettering, by now your blue dot should be a little bit more dry, and you're gonna take your monoline pen and you're gonna draw a snowflake. So to do that, what you wanna do is draw a wide X first, and then separate it down the middle. So you wanna try and aim for all of these 6 compartments to be roughly the same size. And then you're going to draw these little triangles out from the middle. Now, if your blue circle is really perfect, you can use it as sort of a guideline for this. Essentially drawing like a little star in the middle of the snowflake. And then you're going to draw some arrows. And that's just a really super simple snowflake. Of course, you can do your snowflake however you want. I just find this one looks really cute and is pretty simple. And then lastly, what you're gonna do is add in some little circles and dots throughout the tag, just to sort of resemble more snowflakes, just little tiny ones that we can't see the detail on. And you're just gonna sort of fill up the rest of the card this way, leaving a little room at the bottom to sign your name. Totally up to you what you want to write here. Doesn't have to be XOXO. And then just fill in the rest of the gaps with those circles again. And then if you want to, you can take your blue pen again and add a little more shadowing on your letters. Now, if you've never done shading with calligraphy or block letters, click up to this video here where I show you how to do it and where those shadows should go. But for the purposes of this, just don't overthink it. Just add a little bit of blue. Sort of makes it pop out a little. And that's it for your first gift tag. Super simple 2-minute addition to any gift that'll make it look really cute. Gift tag number 2 is also very simple. This one is not necessarily customized. It doesn't have your recipient's name on it, but you could always do that on the back. So this one's just kind of a cute little decor thing you could add to your gifts. For this one, what you're gonna need is a red marker. Again, I'm using a Tombow dual brush, but it doesn't have to be a brush pen and doesn't have to be Tombow. A ruler and a black fine liner monoline pen. Again, this is my Micron 05. And then of course, another white tag. All right, all you're gonna do for this first is to start with a line from your top right corner on whatever angle you want towards the bottom. So just put your ruler on and then use your brush pen or your red marker and draw that line down to the bottom. Now you might have to touch it up a little bit in some spots, no big deal. And that's your first line. Now what you wanna do is keep your ruler on that same angle and you're gonna fill in more lines like that. So you wanna try and space them apart, roughly that same width, and just go at it across the whole card. Okay, so as with all of these Christmas crafts, I want to remind you that your lines don't have to be perfect. None of this has to be perfect. These are all just handmade little embellishments that you're going to give away as gifts for people. So it's totally normal for there to be little mishaps. These lines are not all evenly spaced. They're not all perfectly straight. Plus I had this little smudge up here. I'm not worrying about it. So the next thing I'm going to do is take my Micron pen or your whatever black pen you're using, and we're just going to write in the words ho, 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 all through that white portion. And that's honestly it. So simple, but really cute addition to any gift. And again, if you wanted to, you could turn over the back and either continue those red stripes, but just put someone's name over top, or you could just write their name on the white back. Or what you could even do is don't do the ho, 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 just write the person's name over and over and over again in it. Really fun idea. And the third tag idea we're doing is this really simple one that is not necessarily super Christmassy. So it's great if it's a non-denominational kind of holiday celebration, or you could use it even for any time of the year, not necessarily just Christmas. For this one, all you need is a brush pen. This is my Tombow Fudonosuke again, a monoline pen, my Micron 05, and a white gel pen. This is my Uniball Signo. And then of course, a brown tag. First thing you're gonna do is take your monoline pen and you're gonna do some dashed lines around the outline of the tag. So you want them to be all the same length and spaced the same amount. When I get to curved areas, I like to follow the edge of the card. So these ones are actually curved. All right, so already that tag looks a little bit more custom. Then you're gonna take your brush pen and you're gonna write the person's name on it. So I'm gonna write the same as I did in the example, the name Sarah. Now again, I obviously am experienced with calligraphy. If you aren't, I've got lots of videos about that up here, or you could just write this in your own standard writing, whatever you want. Now I just wanted my letters to pop and be a little bit thicker, so I'm just going over it again with my brush pen and thickening some parts. You don't have to do this. You can leave it at the same thickness that your brush pen creates, or you can do this too if you want it to be a little more contrasty. Is that a word? Okay, so I have my outline, I have my name written, and now I'm gonna take my white gel pen and just add some embellishments. So what I'm gonna do for this is I'm gonna outline the letters. I'm gonna add a shadow line on these. Again, if you don't know how to do shadowing, you can click up here. I've got a video all about that. Or you can just follow along. So you're essentially going to the right of every stroke. All right, so I've got my outline on the letters and you can see how much more that makes it pop. And next I'm just gonna add some little dots in white in between each dash. I just like the way this makes it look, and it sort of brings in a little bit of the white from the letters. Now, if you did want this to look a little bit more festive, you could also totally add in some little snowflakes and some more dots around the name, but I think I'm happy with it this way. So that is tag number 3. Now, don't leave, because I do have my one other little surprise that I want to show you how to letter directly onto a gift in case you don't actually have any tags handy. So I'm going to show you how to fake it to make it look like there's a tag on this gift, even if there isn't. So for this one, what you're going to need is your white gel pen again, your black monoline pen, Micron 5, your Tombow dual brush, but this time in gray. So any gray, especially light grays I like to use, and it doesn't have to be Tombow, it can just be any gray pen. And then a Sharpie or a thicker black marker. Optionally, you might also want some washi tape in sort of a fun Christmas pattern. So essentially all I'm gonna do first is draw the outline of what a tag would look like on this gift. So now if you want to, you could use a ruler. I'm just kind of freehanding this. So there's my outline of a tag. Next, what I'm going to do is take my Micron pen and I'm going to do the same thing that we did on that last tag where we outline the edges. So I'm essentially going to try and make it look like this is on the gift. Then I'm going to draw in some strings as if this tag is attached to the gift. So if we picture some strings coming through here, then it would go in front of the tag and through the hole, and then it would be behind the other side, coming back out like this. And there would be a little knot where they connect. So now it looks like this tag has strings on my package. Next, I'm going to write the person's name on it. So again, just with my brush pen, maybe I'll stick with the name Sarah. I'm going to use my white pen to embellish, just like we did on that last tag. Going to add in some little dots on the tag. And then I'm going to take my gray Tombow and I'm going to add a little shadow behind this tag to make it look like it's 3D. So just on the bottom edge and the side. And I'm actually going to draw a little bit of a shadow underneath where the string would be as well. Just a tiny little line, as if there's a shadow cast by that string. And within the circle too, it makes sense to have some shading. And I'm liking the way that looks. Now the last piece, and this is the part I said was optional, is to add a little bit of washi tape, as if this tag is being attached to the gift with a little piece of washi. So I'm going to take a cute little piece here and use this to stick it on. And there you have it, a little faked gift tag, as if this was sitting on the gift itself. You could also just totally decorate the wrapping on your gift however you want. Speaking of which, I actually have a full video on how to do wrapping paper with your hand lettering. So I'm gonna pop that up on the screen. And while that's up there, I'm gonna explain to you how you can win that set of brush pens that I mentioned at the start. So if you wanna enter the giveaway to win this set of pens for free, here are 3 things you have to do. The first one is subscribe to this channel. There's a button down below. The second one is to hit like on this video. And the third one is to leave me a comment down below answering this question. Are you the type of person who wraps your gifts way in advance? Me. Or are you the type of person who wraps them the night before? I'm just curious. So leave me a comment down below. Check out this video next, and I'll see you around.